Welcome to On Point, the only real and unscripted talk show that educates, motivates, and inspires, featuring interesting topics on health, finances, real estate, education, technology, politics, legal issues, and more. Well, hello and welcome to On Point The Talk Show with me, Delroy, holding it down right here. In this episode, I will be discussing Simone Biles and the fact that she's being penalized because of her skills is pretty alarming to me. She's being penalized because she is exhibiting great talents that her counterparts do not possess, and as such, the Gymnastics Federation has now seen some kind of a problem with what she's doing, which to me is dumb. You don't penalize someone who is showcasing her gifts and talents. Of course, this is what you should want. If anything, you want the best of the best. And undoubtedly, Simone Biles is on top of her game, and she is doing an excellent job where that is concerned. She also complained that they're asking her and her teammates to do more difficult maneuvers and stuff like that. However, they're not being credited for that. And that in itself is a problem. So now she's speaking up for herself, as she should, rightfully so. And this reminds me of Serena Williams back in 2018, when she found herself being accused of being, I guess, of being cheating or cheated. And so she called the umpire a thief, and she had to stand up for herself and stated that she was fighting not only for herself, but for equal justice for women. So Simone Biles kind of fall in that same situation, and just not a good situation, man. These people should be judged based on their talents, but I'm pretty sure that behind the scenes, there have been discussions and meetings on how to tame her, if you know what I mean. After all, she's black, and she's the most talented one in the world right now. So why would you think that they would not be having discussions on how to tame her down, or to deduct points from her to make her kind of lose her focus in the game? It's real. And I do believe that these things are happening behind the scenes when it comes to Simone Biles. But guess what? She's going to be in the news because she will continue to speak her mind. And I've seen her on TV speaking her minds in the past, and she's quite an impressive young lady. Not only a talented athlete, but also a very articulate young lady. All right, now let's talk about Amber Geyer, the former Dallas cop who murdered this young man, Botham Jean, on the screen right here. We've seen Botham's brother extending forgiveness and hugging Amber. I personally had a problem with that. In fact, I have many problems with that. However, if that's the way this young man and his family will find closure, well, so let it be. But the one thing that I am sick of black people keep forgiving white people for some of the most heinous crimes that they have inflicted on us. And all that we can do is roll over every time and forgive. When are we going to wise up and see that forgiveness isn't working and it's not helping the black race? It's not. If it's something you're doing for your own closure, just maybe. And even so, I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to say that. Furthermore, 10 years is just not enough time for someone who murdered, slaughtered a young black man who was minding his own business at home, eating a bowl of ice cream with no care in the world. 10 years is not enough. But here's another thing that a lot of people seem to be missing. The only reason why this woman was found guilty is because she is a woman. Plain and simple. No one can convince me otherwise. She was found guilty because she is a female. And secondly, just maybe she was not a part of the brotherhood or the sisterhood, aka the Illuminati-based or Illuminati-laced police department. And I don't think she was a part of that. Otherwise, she would not have been found guilty and is facing prison time. So the fact that she may not have been a part, to me, clearly shows that she was left up to her own devices, because the secret society within the police force is real, and it's the reason why male police officers keep getting off every time that they slaughter a young black man or black woman. Let's be real about it. That's the fact. Secret societies look out for their own, whether they're in the police force, whether they're in the fire department, whether they're in government, they all look out for their own, which explains why we are being lied to and manipulated on a daily basis in this country. These people cling together and they look out for each other. That's just the way it works. So to me, it comes as no surprise that this female officer, who quite possibly is not part of the inner circle of the secret society, was left up to her own devices. I'm just saying. But we as black people, we need to chill out on this forgiveness stuff. Seriously. Forgiveness is not going to save you when you get up tomorrow morning, walk out on the street and get harassed or were shot dead by a police officer. They see us as being docile. They probably call us dumb and stupid for extending forgiveness. And what's up with these so-called Christian people who think that you forgive these murderers and forget about it? No, it doesn't work like that in the real world. And let's not forget it. We're not living in Bible times. These are modern times. Things and times do change. And I know some of you watching this video right now may be tempted to post your religiously laced comments. Do not. Do not. It's not going to help. It's not going to change the way I believe right now. And it's not going to change the way I will believe 10 years from now. So don't even attempt to post whatever you're thinking. Think your thoughts, but keep them to yourself. It's garbage. Forgiving every time we are slaughtered. That's not getting us anywhere. And it's sure not getting us any closer to anything that you're trying to perpetrate. I am tired of it. And we all should be tired of it as well. Another thing, I am genuinely losing faith in Christianity as we know it. This label that we've placed on ourselves, call ourselves Christian, it obviously isn't working. Look at the Christians who are racist. Look at the Christians who do not want blacks in America, who do not want Latino in America or Latinos in America. Look at the things that Christians are doing, raping kids, among other stuff. Look at all of those things. And tell me, why do you insist on calling yourself a Christian? That is not the true definition of a Christian. So, I am publicly denouncing that title. And from now on, I am a young black man who serves the Creator, the God Almighty who lives inside of me. I don't know who you're serving. I know who I am trying to serve. I may not always be the best at it, but I know who to turn to. And it's certainly not these preachers in the pulpit who are not even going out there speaking up for the injustices that are taking place in this country. But yet they stay in the pews and preach messages of hate against everyone, collect your money, and do nothing, in a lot of cases, not even to help you. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. I know the God that I serve, and I do not believe he's a racist God. I do not believe he supports racism. And I do not believe that he will align himself with a lot of the mess that we call Christianity today. Thank you for watching. Again, keep your negative comments to yourselves. Otherwise, I'm going to block you from my page. No questions asked. Have a great day. Peace.
This has been another episode of On Point. We're staying on purpose for our communities. In all that you do, remember to keep it on point.